So, do any of you remember Thomas the Tank Engine? You know, that blue engine that rides on rails and has friends and all that? Of course you do. Everyone does. Well, do you also know that it's still running to this day? It's just not in, well, live action. It's all in CGI now. And I used to be into Thomas a lot. Like, very seriously, maybe just 1 to 2 years ago. However, after what Mattel did to Thomas, yeah, no, I don't watch the show anymore. I don't buy merchandise anymore. So why am I telling you all this? Well, because instead of buying merchandise, I made my merchandise! And it's basically the only Lego Mocs I've ever really done before, and I think it turned out pretty decently. So, I'm going to be showing you that today. So with that, let's get right to it. Here are all of them. Now before you even ask, no, I do not plan to make any more. This is more of a passion project than anything, and I think they turned out pretty well. And we're just gonna start with, well, let's save the best for last, obviously. I've already made a video on Thomas before on my other channel, all about Thomas and friends. So I'll get to these bad boys first. So we're gonna start with the most simplest one, the troublesome truck. So here is a troublesome truck, and all I really did was print out an image of the face and just tape it on, as you can see with the scotch tape on here. And it's the most simplest out of all of them. And there's the bottom. There's the tan and blue. Yeah, let's not look down there. Let's look up here. It's actually quite hard to make these Mocs without having to buy them on Bricklink, which is what I didn't do. I just made these out of the Lego parts that I had laying around, and this is what I came up with, the troublesome truck. And I feel like it looks pretty good. I mean, a troublesome truck doesn't even look that complicated. It's just a basic truck. And so I feel like even though it's the most simplest one, it's probably one of the most accurate looking ones. And yeah, only part I had to buy was the magnets and the wheels, but aside from that, the rest of this was just made from the pieces I had. So overall, pretty good. Next up, we have Percy, probably the most creepiest looking one. Yeah, along with that. So here he is, wheels, magnets. Once again, was not part of my collection. I had to buy that separately. Here, I tried to make him as accurate as possible. However, the funnel's tan, which is not accurate at all. However, I did add a lamp to the front of him, and that's supposed to be his number 6. And there's one magnet on the back, no magnets on the front, and he has a set of 4 wheels, which is how much he actually has. His whistle, dome, extra detail I added, his cab, his overall shape looks pretty good. The cool thing about these Mocs is that you can take off the funnel. There's the inside, and put it like that. So if you want the face, now it just looks like a normal train, which is pretty cool. But for purposes of this video, the face is staying on, and overall pretty good. This was my first Moc that I made, so it might be more simple than the others, but it is my first one, and so I'm quite happy with it. Looks pretty good. Alright, next one is Edward, the number 2 engine. And now this one is probably my least favorite. I'm not saying it's bad in my opinion, but it's definitely not my favorite. And basically, without any train experts telling me now, I know the wheel configuration is wrong and the number of wheels is wrong. I know that. However, I didn't have enough wheels, and I also wanted to make it 2 wheels, like the wooden train version. So yeah, this engine has a tender, and yellow is supposed to represent his number 2, a set of 4 wheels for his tender. This one's supposed to be in front of it, representing coal. So, and you can store a Lego minifigure in here, although I guess I'll just show you. Here I have a woman Lego minifigure, and how you do it is you basically make her sit like that. You would take it and basically put it in like so, and there you have a driver driving the engine. You can't really have two minifigures, so you can't have a driver and a fireman. So the driver also has to be the fireman. So yeah. And then the minifigure also can't have any accessories besides hairpiece, and even some hairpieces don't even work. Like the top hat, that's really toppy. But yeah, the tender is pretty good, I would say. The engine himself, I'm just gonna move the tender now. The engine himself ran out of dark blue pieces, so I had to use light here. There's the whistle, the dome, and I made it curve. There's the face. There's the lantern. There's the little bumps that the engine actually has. So, yeah, pretty good. Mag right there. That's supposed to be his cab inside there. And yeah, overall, decent. Definitely not my favorite Moc. If I were to redo any of these Mocs, this would definitely be the Moc I would redo. But for now, it's suitable. This is probably my personal favorite, James, the number 5 engine. And just, I feel like this one is definitely the best looking out of all of them. Probably not the most accurate, but definitely the best looking. We're taking a look at the tender. Number 5 is supposed to be that yellow. Front of his cab. Pretty good. 2 magnets on both sides. Wheel set is 4. I'm not sure if this is actually the correct wheel configuration, but I think the actual engine that James is based off of, which is the mixed traffic engine, actually only has 6 sets of wheels, so yeah, pretty good. There is his whistle on the top here, his dome, his funnel, once again tan, lantern, his side, his cab, which even has a cool little lever that I put it in, and once again, it can also store a minifigure. I wonder if it can do it standing up. Oh yeah, this James can actually store a minifigure standing up. That's pretty cool. I mean, his face looks good, and with all the engines, they can flip over and put the back here and whatnot. But yeah, I think he's probably the best looking one, and I don't know. I choose my personal favorite. And you know what? Let's get on to the one that everyone's probably most excited about. Thomas, the number 1 engine. This one actually looks like a number, which is 1. His whistle, dome, tan funnel once again. Once again, just an image. There you go. That actually looks pretty good. I like that. He has no tender because he's a tank engine. Wheel configuration is actually correct. I know that for a fact. There is not wheel configuration. Sorry, number of wheels. There's his bunker. That wouldn't be good in real life because the coal would just fall out. His cab, you can't really put a I mean, I guess you can put a minifigure on the side, but there's really no way to plug the minifigure in. So I mean, okay, here we go. You can have a minifigure like that. Oh, hairpiece. There we go. Like that, but I guess you can. Come on, Betsy. Oh, okay. Boom, like that. Yeah, that's just weird. I guess the minifigure. I'm pretty sure these engines are minifigure scale, but don't quote me on that. Lantern, red lining throughout, which is probably really good. Magnet on the back, buffers in the back as well, and yeah, overall, I like this one. I know a lot of people like this one, And Lego used to do Lego Thomas, but it was only in Duplo. So, and they don't even do it anymore. But yeah, I feel like for my first time off, I feel like I did pretty well with all of these. And overall, I like them a lot. They're not really worth much. They're more sentimental value to me. And well, I mean, at the time when I made these mocks, there weren't really that many Lego trains. There, I think this was around when the freight train, the new 2019 freight train was announced, and so there was a hype for trains. And now we got like a lot of trains. We got the holiday train, we got like the new cargo, the passenger, we got the Harry Potter train, we have the new Lego Hidden Side freight train, which looks really good. And you know, Lego vehicles are just like in a second golden era almost. Like Lego Speed Champions, great line. And man, I love machines. Especially when they're on Lego. They're pretty cool. And yeah, I just feel like overall this is pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed. I did watching over these, but yeah, you know, whatever. See you all later. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this guy's a superstar. He was in my latest stop motion that you should definitely check out. There will be some type of video at the end of this during the outro. So with that, awesome outro play.